And Spider's Well. Spider's Well for England and the other two for Ireland as they race towards the final flight. Mister Donovan on the near side, Spider's Well on the far side. Mister Donovan for Ireland, Spider's Well for England as they jump the last, and it's Mister Donovan on the near side, Spider's Well on the far side. There's very little between the two as they race into the closing stages. It's Mister Donovan on the near side, Spider's Well on the far side. There's still very little between them as they race to the line. Mister Donovan on the near side, Spider's Well on the far side. Mister Donovan just getting the upper hand as they race to the line in a photo. Mister Donovan has probably just won it from Spider's Well.
And it's Ballygo, blinkered, under top weight, in front still by just about a length and a half, but the rest of the pack are closing, and it's Forgive and Forget now going up in the second, and in fact going up on the outside, virtually to show in the lead. On the wide outside, Forgive and Forget, on the inner Ballygo, between those two grinders. Then the white sleeves of Run and Fly, and behind Run and Fly is Fox You More, who is certainly not out of it, nor is Red Mills with the striped sleeves. Then comes Sauna Time and Glancer, but the leaders scatter the seagulls as they come into the final straight. We're just about 3 furlongs now to go. Ballygo over on the far side. On the near side is Forgive and Forget, nose banded between the two grinders. Run and Fly finishing possibly fastest of all, but coming now to jump this, the second from home, and it's Forgive and Forget over in the lead. Ballygo lands a bit awkwardly. Then comes Run and Fly and Grinders. Then Fox You More. After Fox You More is Red Mills, but they're well inside the final furlong and a half as they run to this, the 12th and last final in the Golden Hurdle qualifier. Coming to the last, Forgive and Forget, up and over all right. He knocks the bar off the top of the hurdle, but it's made no difference because he's clear now. Forgive and Forget and Mark Dwyer pulling right away in this heavy ground from Ballygo in second place. Run and Fly trying to close and challenge for second. Then comes Fox You More, and these four are well clear of Red Mills. But with just half a furlong to go, it's Forgive and Forget out on his own, unchallenged, and coming up towards the line. It's the 6-year-old with 10-9. Forgive and Forget who wins it. It's close for second with Run and Fly just coming through to take second close home. A photo possibly for
also coming to join them as well, and Charlton Yeoman over on the outside. Granville again has got a lot to do. It's Book of Gold the leader, but Granville again is improving now. It's Book of Gold though from Bound and Duty. Gran Alba the Grey towards the outside. Destriero, then comes General Idea, then Granville again. This is two from home now. And Destriero for Ireland has taken it up at the second last. It's Destriero with Nordic Surprise coming there for Ireland, two under young Eddie Kearns. And between horses is the grey Gran Alba. It's Destriero on the far side, Nordic Surprise under pressure on the near side. Gran Alba in between horses, and Granville again trying to get to them. Destriero landed in the lead. It's Destriero being challenged now by Granville again, then Gran Alba and Nordic Surprise. It's Destriero who's going to land £1 million gamble as he races up towards the line. Destriero holding Granville again and Gran Alba, and Destriero has won it from Granville again second. Third was Gran Alba, fourth was Nordic Surprise, and so it's an Irish 1-4 as Destriero lands one of the most spectacular gambles ever achieved at Cheltenham.
As they make the final turn, a competitive handicap has been turned into a procession by Unsinkable Boxer. 3 out of 3, 4 out of 4 if he jumps the last. Staying on in blue and white, Metastasio. Behind that one, Outgrown, and that's the last. He left it like a good one, and as they race with 150 yards to go in the Unicorn Homes Gold Card Handicap Hurdle, it's Unsinkable Boxer who's clear by a mile. Staying on into second place is Tompitu, who's with a runner, but up towards the line. This goes to Unsinkable Boxer, and Tony McCoy has never been more confident.
didn't get very high. Emotional moment right there. Dream With Me pulls up, so to upgrade. Samon in the white jacket out wide, every chance to. Carello is chasing them. Xenophon in the noseband with a dangerous looking challenge as well. Here's the second last coming up. Who's going to rise first? Emotional moment on the inside of Anatar. Samon is wide. Carello now asked to try and go get these leaders with Xenophon as they round the final turn. Amy's mark and spectrometer are both staying on well from the rear. They make the turn, then one flight left to jump. Emotional moment. Samon in the centre. Xenophon delivering a very well-timed run out wide. Coming to the final flight. Xenophon takes over from Samon. Then emotional moment. Spectrometer with the bright white face stays on, but Xenophon kicks 2 legs clear of Samon, climbing the hill. Spectrometer is third. Then emotional moment. It's going to be another world back winner here, and it's Xenophon, another winner for Ireland. Xenophon wins the Coral Cup. Samon.
As they now approach a slight left-hand turn and running towards 4 out. It's Demi-Bow and Castari. Can these two keep up this gallop? Reveye is looking dangerous in the hands of Tony McCoy in the white cap in 3rd place. Then behind these Lavolfoni and Copsail Lad in the cheek pieces, Tumbling Dice with a chance. Direct Flight is next. Preacher Boy was a faller at the back as they run downhill towards the 3rd last. Demi-Bow, Castari, and on the right is Reveye. They're followed closely then by Tumbling Dice in the cheek piece. On the left is Lavolfoni is down there, Lavolfoni, when coming to challenge and racing now for the final turn, and Reveye has come cruising up on the rail. Tumbling Dice is going with him. Demi-Bow is headed now back in 3rd. Then Copsail Lad running on in the green cap, followed by Direct Flight as they swing for home. 2 fences left to jump. The champion jockey in front, Tony McCoy on Reveye, who's chased hard by Copsail Lad. Tumbling Dice, Direct Flight on the outside in the noseband. Then Castari, they're clear of Turpin Green. Demi-Bow was a faller, racing for the final fence. Reveye is in front, 2.5 lengths clear, jumps it well. Reveye, Copsail Lad now trying to close up the hill, followed by Tumbling Dice and Direct Flight. Reveye is now being caught by Copsail Lad on the far side. McCoy asked for more on Reveye, and the horse provides a winning response, and Reveye wins. Woken up on the run-in to beat Copsail Lad.
Cockney Trucker from a long way back is staying on through beaten horses. Stonemaster from a long way back, and also Final Approach. They take the second last. Balgary is over. Son of Flicka moves out to have a crack. Spirit River is still there. 3rd Intention. Unveiled. Get Me Out of Here right behind the leaders. Then in 7th place is Silverhand turning for home. It's Son of Flicka who's moved through the lead in the orange cap from Spirit River. Veiled in the pale colours towards the inside. Get Me Out of Here and Silverhand. This racing towards the last in the Coral Cup. Son of Flicka in the orange cap in the centre. Get Me Out of Here on the right. Vale on the left. It's a big leap by Son of Flicka, who has a 2-length advantage. Get Me Out of Here in pursuit of the leader under this monster weight, but Son of Flicka, runner-up in last year's Martin Pipe, is sticking his neck out, and a second win of the week from Maguire and McCain. Son of Flicka beat into 2nd place. Get Me Out of Here. Vale was 3rd, tight for 4th, Silverhand and Cockney Trucker.
He's done Garvin's Choice, and then In Contrast, and behind these trying to pick up his Ansari on the outside. They race down the hill towards the final 3 flights now. This is 3 out they're coming to, and it's West Ender. Like a Butterfly is poised on the outside. Native Scout looking for racing room on the inside. These 3 land ahead of Adamant Approach, and then Detonateur, and they're in turn a long way ahead of In Contrast under pressure. They race for the second last then, and racing to it, it's West Ender, but Like a Butterfly looks very dangerous. Native Scout and Adamant Approach are on their heels. Over 2 out. Like a Butterfly and West Ender landed matching strides. Native Scout, Adamant Approach are in their slipstream. 3 or 4 lengths to In Contrast is trying to reel them back, and then Eternal Spring is running on. The crowd rises. Like a Butterfly strikes the front under Charlie Swan, but his compatriot on the outside, Native Scout, comes to challenge. Here's the last. Native Scout dies, and for Adamant Approach it was, who fell at the last and was challenging.
Got blowing wind on the inside. Starts to run forward now, but it's House of Dreams as they head for home in the Sunderland's Imperial Cup. Silent Cracker the inside. Rubahoonish. Here comes Sadler's Realm in the light blue and white. Blowing wind is moving well. Regency Rake is coming with a run. Narrowal is in with chances. Nordam Prince pull to the stand side, but it's House of Dreams under Adrian Maguire that just has the edge. Here comes Sadler's Realm on the outside. Blowing wind covered up, producing for a late run now. At the last, House of Dreams. And here comes Blowing Wind, the stripe cap. He's pulling double on the top weight. Sadler's Realm on the wide outside. Regency Rake, but Blowing Wind, it's got to go a gale here because Blowing Wind has this sewn up. Boys, this is impressive. It's Blowing Wind, very easily indeed. A punch for second. Oh, Sadler's Realm possibly.
Over the next, and it was probably just Kid Cassidy that led there from Petit Robin. Alderwood up the inside in the white cap under McCoy, coming there very strongly indeed. They're followed by Oiseau de Nuit and Anqueta, Drumshambo and Parsnip Pete, and they will be bypassing the final fence. So it's the two JP McManus runners that duel away here. Kid Cassidy on the near side in the hands of Jeremiah McGrath, and Alderwood in second under Tony McCoy. Here is the final fence. Kid Cassidy from Alderwood. They are clear now. Oiseau de Nuit, then Petit Robin and Anqueta. They'll run round the final fence, and Alderwood is coming through under the champion jockey and going super strong. Alderwood from Kid Cassidy is trying to fight back as they meet the hill. Alderwood on the far side, Kid Cassidy on the near side. Alderwood, winner of the county hurdle here 12 months ago, is shaken up inside the final 100 yards and begins to forge clear. And Alderwood wins for Tony McCoy in the Grand Annual.